Alright, Shalom. This is Brother Allah coming back again. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, by Hashem YAHAWASHI, by Hashem BARAK. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the hopeful elect brethren, teaching and pushing His word in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Yeah, and through the Spirit, just want to make this a quick video. Because recently we had someone come up to the camp, and I was just watching a video from the camp head. He just made a video called Israelites don't Israelites don't fuck with white boys. All right, and basically an individual came up who looked like an Edom, who looked like a so-called white man, an Edomite. But through the Spirit, we believe that he was actually a Jake. Okay, actually two of them came up to the camp. So, just doing a video, just to harp on the point again. It's not about what you look like. Okay, it's not about your outward appearance. It's about your bloodline and your spirit. Okay. And here. Bro was bringing it out in the video. I'm gonna bring it out on here also. Okay. Right. Let me see. This is Numbers chapter 1. All right, verse 18. And it says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. Okay, by the house of their fathers. So your nationality is decided by your father. Okay, whatever your father is, that's what you are. Okay, it's decided by your fathers. Now, of course, you have different you can come out looking different depending on what woman your father laid down with. Say you have you have like a Judite man, right? A so-called Negro. He lies down with a white woman. His child comes out lighter, okay? Comes out a lighter shade of brown than he is, right? And then that same child, he's a male child. He lies down with another woman, who's a so-called white woman, right? And their child come out, right? They'll come out basically looking even lighter, or with no pigmentation, as they would call it, no color in their skin at all, right? But that grandson from that Judite man, he's still an Israelite because his grandfather was an Israelite and his dad was an Israelite. Okay? And here, just wanted to get this example too. Right, because I know the brothers was going into it earlier this week on the topic of Mumzar. Had a scoffer come on the comment board trying to say that that King Solomon was a Mumzar. Let me see here. When a Mumzar is a heathen man with an Israelite woman. Okay, not the other way around. Right? Because, like I said, by the house of your fathers, like we just read, if you have a so-called Chinese man, which would be a Moabite, and a Jake woman, let's say a so-called Negro woman, right? And that Moabite lies down with that Negro woman, the child is going to be so-called Chinese because his dad was so-called Chinese. All right? But let me get this here. This is in the book of Matthew chapter 1. Right? Letting you know it's still by the seed of your father. Okay? So Matthew chapter 1 and 1, it says, the book of the generations of Yahawashi HaMashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham, right? So these are the generations. This is his family line, bloodline. And most of these people here are men, right? It's by the house of your fathers. Okay? It said, just let me see if I can get down to the example here. All right, this is Matthew chapter 1 and 5. Right? It says, Salmon begot Boaz, and of Rahab, and Boaz begot Obed of Ruth, right? And Obed begot Jesse, and Jesse begot David, right? So, if you look at it, let's just see if we get it here. Might have to go into the blue letter, right? So you have Boaz, right? Boaz, this is a kinsman of Ruth afterwards, her second husband. You look down here, it says an Israelite, right? Now, look at Ruth. Ruth, it says ancestors of David and Hamashiach. Ruth, a Moabitess, right? So she's a completely different nation than Boaz, right? So she's a heathen. She's a so-called Chinese or Vietnamese, right? So, right, it says Boaz begot Obed of Ruth, right? So Boaz and Ruth, they laid down together and they had the son. His name was Obed, right? Let's check this out, right? Obed, what does it say? Israelite, okay? Israelite, because his dad was an Israelite, even though he laid down and had a child with a Moabite woman, okay? Even though he laid down with the heathen. Israelite. Now, not who knows? He could have came out having different so-called white man likes to call them phenotypes, right? Having a different look about him. Maybe he came out, with like, the so-called chinky eyes, right? Came out with different features from his mom, right? Doesn't mean that he's not an Israelite. So the point I'm trying to make is, and here, let me just get the scripture. I believe it's this is Deuteronomy. Yeah, let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Because the Lord did say he was going to scatter us amongst all nations. Deuteronomy 28 and Salakia. Let me see, is it 45? Bear with me for a second. Small, because I'm going to overtake the... It's 25. Should look up scattered. Here, I'm gonna get it from the Apocrypha. All right, this is gonna be Tobit. Salakia. It's gonna be the book of Tobit, chapter 13 and verse 3. Yep, it says, verse kingdom. All right, it says, confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel. Okay, meaning confess him to the other nations, right? It says, for he has scattered us among them, right? So we're scattered among all the other nations, man, right? And we look like some of them too. We look like him too, right? It says, and he will scourge us for our iniquities, and will have mercy again, and will gather us out of all nations among whom he has scattered us, right? So we're scattered amongst all nations. And that goes along with us looking like those nations too, right? And I know we have a camp sign. I can't remember the basketball player, but his dad is a Levite, right? So-called Haitian, right? And he got married to a white woman, and had him. He came out lighter shade, different, whole different look, but he's still an Israelite. And same thing with him. And now his son comes out looking like straight up Edomite, right? So-called white man, blonde hair and blue eyes, right? So it's not all about skin color, okay? It's not all about skin color. And let me finish off with this scripture. Let me see here. This is Romans 8:16. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And the individual who came up to the camp, who looked like an Edomite, through the Spirit we perceived that he might have been a Jake. Okay, just by seeing the way some of the things he was saying, and then seeing some of the things he was saying was matching up with the scriptures. Some of the statements he was making, and even the as we call it, the flavor, right? How Jakes move and how they dress, right? May look like a so-called Edomite,